Hey watercolor wizards, Hajra here. For last Friday's stream on Twitch, I returned to Pointillism. You may recall I did a gouache study of Georges Seurat's 1889 Eiffel Tower painting on a past stream. This time, the subject was a study of another neo-impressionist master, Paul Signac, and we did his Port of Antibes. 4 aquabric pan colors and their mixes were used for the study, and I made sure to mix up a lot of pastel tints of them, as Impressionism was all about using pastels and staying with a high-key palette out of the darker value range. The Impressionists were called masters of light for good reason. They were interested in the play of light quality and color over form, rendering, or shadows. And light pastel colors and the vibrating divisionist visuals of Pointillism achieved that. Pointillism is stippling with colored paint instead of with ink, and dots, dabs, splotches, tiles, or squares all fall into the technique depending on the artist. While Seurat was a precise dotter, Signac used rectangular tiles instead. And though I didn't emulate that perfectly in this small study, if you look at any of his pieces which were done larger, you'll see his lovely rectangular tiles of color. Signac met Monet and Seurat in 1884, became enamored of Seurat's precise style, and decided to also become a neo-impressionist. Signac in turn inspired Matisse and the unconventional colors of Fauvism, and he was the first person to actually buy a painting from a young, then unknown Matisse. Signac often painted the French coast and loved to sail, which shows up emotively in his romantic paintings of ports and ships. He also did quick, loose watercolors, which are comparable to modern urban sketching in their execution. Pointillism is also called divisionism, since the colors and shapes are split up into little dots, as well as chromoluminarism, since the result is luminous colors that vibrate and have a sparkling light effect. Pointillism tends to look busy to the eye up close, but as one gets further away, optical mixing occurs, creating cohesive shapes and color patterns. Pointillism isn't just for Impressionism. It can be used in select areas of any kind of painting or drawing for texture or shading. We discussed finishing or not finishing studies during the Twitch stream, and it turns out that I didn't end up finishing this very study. When I did the Eiffel Tower, I completed the whole piece, but not this time. And if it's not for a school assignment, there really is no pressure to finish a study. Do as much as you find constructive and interesting. You can also do a hybrid study original piece to give the study a fresh energy, like the one I did of Princess Leia in another video. Redoing just a portion of a master's painting is very common, and unfinished studies can look very beautiful in their own right, and visually signal contemplation more than a finished piece. I worked more on the ship and sky and mountains after I stopped recording, but left the water and buildings and other boat on the left side unfinished. I guess that means the ship was the most arresting part of the painting for me. So, sit back for the next 2.5 minutes and watch me continue this Pointillism study of Signac's piece.